Coming up in this video, a new project. We will use the old bricks that we saved when demolishing the extension. Also, we will use all tiles of the 70s that we found in the mini winery in the old house. We bought this abandoned house in Italy and we have to renovate it completely. The house is not safe to live in, so we built a tiny house next to it. You can see this in one of the previous videos. Mirella's aprons were still drying on the clothesline when she found the old tiles on the ground floor of our house. She brought some outside and called me to have a look.
Oh wow. Beautiful. What a find.
So this is our mini winery. When we bought the house it was filled with garbage, but we also found some old tiles that we stacked in the corner. And being intrigued by these tiles we decided to see how many we have. We liked the combination of this blue with the old bricks of the house and decided to build an outdoor kitchen in the middle of the olive yard. While I was counting the tiles, I lost Mirella, found her on the land hunting for the lost oleanders that were overtaken by clover and weeds.
Here.
Alright, we're going to get some of the old bricks to build the outside kitchen.
We have saved these old bricks of the extension because we need them to restore the outer walls of the house, but we have more than enough.
These are the old bricks from the annex. Going to be a lot of riding though.
I have to walk at least 100 meters with this, well, not so functioning wheelbarrow to bring these bricks to the middle of the land. Lex is enthusiastically showing me the way every time.
Here we will build the outside kitchen. It will be about 3 by 3 meters with open work stones. And over it we'll build sort of a veranda made with vine leaves. Was je geschrokken, schatje? Een liefie. Get a second load of bricks. I think the second of many to come.
We worked till sunset and woke up early next day to start with the foundation of the outdoor kitchen. I started sawing the leftover wood of our tiny house to form a frame in which we can pour the concrete.
The soil is very hard here, much harder than I expected. But looked like a simple foundation. Actually, it's going to cost me almost an afternoon. But then it will be rock solid.
Half an hour later I decided that this time 10 cm foundation would qualify as rock solid. And Mirella was still finding oleanders.
Ah, ik heb een gevonden notabene. Helemaal hier tussenin. Helemaal hier.
We changed the design of the kitchen. Instead of in the corner, we would build it over the length of the terrace, split in 2 parts.
Kom maar schat. Dus bij het mixen dat het fout gaat. Ja, up.
We went to the local hardware store to buy cement. This doesn't come pre-mixed, but they explained us to mix 2/3 of cement powder with 1/3 of pebbles and to add water to our liking. While filling up the frame, Mirella took over as I saw a truck driving up to deliver the boards for the countertop and the sand for the mortar that we will both use later on. We love the local hardware store. Besides good prices, they also have great service and usually deliver within 1 day. Now that the potentially rock-solid foundation is ready, we start to mix the mortar.
Nog ietsje. Ja, dat is goed.
Trying to coach each other to make the best mortar, and what could go wrong with that?
Ja, dat zijn ze goed.
Ja, dat kan.
Ja, zo.
Mirella came up with a design for the outdoor kitchen. We were going to create an open-work brick wall where the walls would be connected by interlocking bricks. Here we had a challenge because they come in all different sizes. When I returned with a new load of bricks, she seemed happy with her own results, saying it was level.
En dit is waterpas. Dit is waterpas.
Perfect.
Nee. Maar die kan je hebben. Ah, heb je geen romhamer?
Nee.
Dan moet ik een latje pakken.
Tutti formati.
We are acting and feeling like professional masons, but we never did this before and only watched some YouTube tutorials. But we found out the next day that there's room for improvement. So where did we go wrong?
Okay, yesterday we built this. First time ever that we tried building an outdoor kitchen with bricks and mortar. The mortar wasn't a pre-mix, so we're not exactly sure if we added the right amount of sand. So let's see if it sticks a bit. Yeah, that's pretty loose. Yeah, but that's pretty neat. That also sticks. This one is loose. We have a mixed result. Yeah, most seems to be okay. I guess we need to work on our pre-mixing skills. And we need to get a hammer to pick this off.
So, start again, cleaning the bricks and dusting them off to ensure the mortar would stick this time.
There you go.
Dark clouds were rolling in, so we ran to the old house to get some plastic. Just in time for the skies to break. Because temperatures were high, within 2 hours we were able to resume the works.
Hopefully they're 50.
Ik heb dunner nodig. Een beetje dunner. Welke twee heb ik gekozen? Weet ik niet meer. Deze? Oh, deze was.
We puzzled with different sizes of the old bricks and brought out the level to check the straightness of the wall.
Oh nee, dit loopt echt niet.
Te dik.
Perfect
A
toch?
bit high here, but almost perfect. I would say more than perfect enough.
Ja, ik denk... Nou?
Perfect.
Nu alleen dit nog dan, hè?
Perfection does exist.
After passing the quality check that took a long time, we were ready for the next step. We bought water-resistant board and had to cut it to size to create a countertop. We only had one face mask and Mirella offered this to me, but I did not bother, knowing the dust would fall behind me.
Goed, hè?
Here we go. Note to myself, wear a face mask. And buy an extra one.
Oh shit, dit wordt nog erger.
Oké. Daar, hè? Oké. Achteruit even.
We also realized it might be worthwhile investing in a professional sewing table instead of using these ancient supports. So we have the plate with this wonderful curve. Let's see what we can do to still use it. Could be okay. We brought the first board to the construction site to see if it fits.
Okay, despite the extremely successful sawing, we made a measurement error, so we have to take off part here. And you can see the extreme straightness of the wall in this direction. Not exactly sure how we're going to compensate for that, but I guess Mirella will have to find out. I mean, she's gluing the tiles. So.
Klopt ook niet helemaal. Zie je dat?
Almost. Almost. Best. And perfect. Except for the lack of support here.
We used special outdoor glue to fix the board to the bricks, putting some extra at the points where we had to level it.
Ja.
After this I had transport duty, bringing the blue tiles we found in the old house and start cleaning the dust of 50 years.
Maar doe echt mooi. Echt?
Done mixing the glue. This time it was a pre-mix, so success was guaranteed.
Best moeilijk hoor. Nog even weg. Even zoeken. Dat heb je het eerder gedaan, toch?
Ja.
Ah joh. Het zijn wel meteen vast, hè?
Mirella started tiling. She'd done that once before, so that went rapido. She chose to lay the tiles in a staggered pattern, which I was doubting, but she managed to convince me once the tiles were glued.
Leuk zo. Zo hartstikke goed.
Ja.
Ja? Ik moet wel hier weer blij hebben. Wil je hier nog één doen?
We borrowed a tile cutter from our neighbor. It wasn't functioning too well. Maybe it was the thickness of the tiles, or maybe it was just me.
Een kleintje. Een halfje.
Wat schattig.
Ik niet mee. Het is aan het eind.
When done late afternoon, we used different light blue tiles that we found for the edges.
Het is echt voor allemaal. Ik ben benieuwd dit.
Je loopt zo krachtig, hè?
Het is afgevallen. Het is maar los.
Dat is zeker niet gemakkelijk.
Een stuk achter. Iets klein. Is goed. Ik zeg onder de troep.
Ja, zei ik toch? Dat is goed wel.
Dit is dat?
Doe die helft met pistache maar.
Overthinking our 3 days of work and experiencing the feeling of the future outdoor kitchen, we came to a conclusion.
This week we built this outside bar. Over it we're going to build a very light pergola and some grapes. So we have this nice grapes hanging down. Execution is not flawless. It's not entirely finished. So we're going to make some shelves in the middle and probably a support. We've built an improvised support here out of bricks, as you can see, just to hold it up until everything is dry and strong. We made one critical error. We used only one board to support the tiles, and that creates a bit of waviness. We should have used two. Completely wrong saving. Dum dum dum. But our question to you is, should we try a bar like this on the other side? So we prepared the foundation. We are thinking of doing some flower beds on either, or herb beds on either side, and a similar sort of bar top, let's say over the most part. Let us know what you think. Do you like the color? Would you like us to build something else? Let us know.